What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the Bitcoin Bull TBB today. It is the 13th day of July, and here we are sitting at $0.08611 with roughly 10 hours and 40 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it, okay? Here we are, breaking out of our little triangle that we formed there for a couple of days, moving up, and now we've been consolidating here for about the last day and a half in this area, trying to press higher, but finding some consistent resistance around this $10 million market cap level, this 1 cent price. Psychological resistance, market cap resistance, whatever the case may be. There are probably some people who are taking profits just on principle alone for it hitting a $10 million market cap, whatever the case may be there. I do think that we're going to move higher. You know, we look at this here, you were consolidating, your volume died off, you had no volume, right? It died off, and then as we're breaking out, volume's coming back in, okay? We had a lot of volume come in yesterday on the 12th, and it's red. A lot of people confuse red for selling. Don't look at the volume as if it's like red or green. Red means sell, green means buy. Because you look at this, the largest spike of volume we had was here. It was this red volume, but I would bet most of that volume came in at the lows. So it's actually buying volume, right? But again, every buy is a sell, every sell is a buy. You're buying from people who are selling, you're selling from people who are buying. It's less like that when there's swaps, but still the same kind of idea overall, okay? Yesterday, that was a very big wick. It's a very big wick to the downside. So a lot of volume there. I would assume there was some buying pressure at what was prior resistance becoming support, and we're holding support there. I want to look at the short-term stuff. I want to get into it there, and then we'll zoom back out. And before we talk too much further, I just want to give a quick little rundown as to what this coin is, what it's about, okay? For anybody who's new, there are new people every day. We've got 1,300 wallet holders now. This coin, TBB, it is a spin-off of the ANSEM meme coin craze, right? ANSEM has taken the world by storm. Even though it's falling down the ranks here, it's not trending as high. It's consolidating. Nobody's looking at it as much because it's consolidating. They'd rather look at all these scams. I mean, you look at this. Number one, Pumpcat. It's a $540,000 market cap. Volume is like triple that. $66,000 market cap. Volume is 10 times that. $195,000 market cap. Volume's like the same. You know, Cash Cat, that's probably the only one that's not like a total scam, but even still, it might have seen its day already. You know how these things go. I think ANSEM will grow. I think it'll see higher highs, but I'm getting beside myself here. All I'm trying to say is TBB is the next ANSEM token. It really is. This is our play on what we all believe to be the next ANSEM token. And ANSEM, the reason why it worked out, the reason why it's the only crypto bull, Bitcoin bull, the black bull, whatever, token, any of these bull tokens that still exist, that's still relevant other than TBB. The reason why is because ANSEM bought the supply. He bought a large bit of the supply, and he didn't dump on his community. He's a trustworthy crypto personality, right? He bought this coin so that he could airdrop to his community to have a little bit of fun. It was a theory, it was a thought. It worked out well. It captivated the space by storm, and he's airdropped millions of dollars worth of tokens to people. Jason Williams is the same kind of concept, right? This guy, first off, love Jason Williams. He's hilarious, honestly. I think he's got a great personality. If you are not down with the tism, you might not understand it then. But no, he's funny, man. He's really fun, and he's very smart. But he had the same concept here as the ANSEM token. He bought 70%. He actually had 71% at one point of the supply. Now he's got, let's see, how much does he have? 69%. And he's been giving, I think he said yesterday, he's given $70,000 away in airdrops. $70,000 away in airdrops. And the way that he does it is as we climb the ranks, more airdrops unlock. So once we hit $10 million, airdrops, right? And I think we have to stay above it. So maybe there weren't airdrops at 10 million, I don't know. But he's given away airdrops to his subscribers on X. He's given away airdrops to people who make the best memes whenever he feels like it. Given boosts to the token a couple of times. He's also given airdrops for like a video, an AI video competition. I think he's doing the same thing right now. He's trying to have somebody make a short movie, a short film with AI, and I would assume there will be airdrops to the person who makes the best short film. I'm not 100% sure. But he gives airdrops to whoever the hell he wants to, and then also specifically around these significant market cap milestones seems to be the thing. So I myself have received an airdrop, and here we are, at $8.6 million. The reason why I like the reason why I made a play on TBB, and whenever I made a play, oops, that's buy the Bitcoin bull. Look at it. I didn't mean to do that. What's going on? Hold on. I like it over here. I don't like it on the left. We bought the Bitcoin bull early, man. We got in very early. And I was very, very loud about it below 0.001. I'm just as loud about it now below 1 cent because I really do think, I mean, imagine right here, okay, there's a lot of people who think that they're too late. You're not too late, right? Imagine how many people here from the low to this 0.001 level thought they were too late because you were up almost 9x. You're not too late, right? At that 0.001 level. You're not too late. You're not too late here either, okay? From 0.001 to 1 cent, that's a 10x move. From 1 cent to 10 cents, that's a 10x move. You're not too late. And I very much believe that we will see a 10-cent price and above come in for this coin. The reason why, we're going to get into the TA right after this. I just, and I know a lot of you know this. You've already heard this. This might be the reason why you bought, or maybe you bought for a different reason, but this will build conviction. The reason why I believe we will see a $100 million market cap, and this isn't something new. This isn't something that I started saying up here. I had the conviction, I had the confidence in saying we were going to see a $100 million market cap, even at the lows. We talked about 1 million first. We talked about 10 million as well, and 100 million was kind of on the back burner. But that's because it's you go from 1 to 10 to 50 to 100, right? It's not like that 100 just happens overnight. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. But I was confident that we'd see a $100 million market cap even down here because, and that's why I made a play on this thing, because I think there's a lot of potential. And even still, if I hadn't bought any, I would make a play on it here because 8.6 million is a very low market cap. The reason why I think it's going to go to 100 million is because ANSEM went to 440 million. Is because ANSEM is probably going to climb past that. It'll probably see a higher high over the coming days, weeks, whatever. It's consolidating now, but there's some buying pressure going on, guys. There absolutely is, and it's going to send higher. I absolutely believe it's going to. I've been in crypto since 2015. I've seen memes work for a very, very long time. I've seen how they play, and this thing's not done. I don't believe this thing's done at all. It's just giving people an opportunity to buy who didn't buy at these levels before. And then when it pushes back to 440, everyone's going to realize, oh my God, this thing's going to $1 billion. If ANSEM could hit $440 million for its high, ANSEM has 1 million followers on X. He has a large community on X. He's a large crypto personality. So, of course, his token saw a large market cap because he's got a large following. Everybody wants to be involved. Jason Williams, he's got about 300,000 followers on X.com. He's an OG crypto personality as well. And if he's got roughly a quarter, maybe a little bit more than a quarter of the followers ANSEM has, the theory is, could we see a quarter of the market cap? Even from here, even from 242 million, a quarter of that would be what? Would that be 70, 80? No, wait, I'm doing it wrong. Sorry. That'd be 60, 65 million, right? I think so. No, it'd be closer to 60 million. Sorry, my math was off. Wow, I'm sleep deprived. Yeah, 60 to 65 million. That'd be a quarter. Even that would be over a 6x move from here. That would be, I mean, probably closer to a 7x move, actually. What would that be? $6 million market cap. That'd be almost a 7x move, 6.8x move. But a quarter from $440 million, that's over $100 million. If ANSEM sees $1 billion, a quarter of that would be $250 million, you guys. Like, crazy potential with TBB. And the thing is, too, because everybody's looking for the next ANSEM token. Right now, everybody's looking for the hot Robinhood tokens. It's a fad. It's a phase. We've seen this happen with BNB Smart Chain. We've seen it happen with Plasma. We've seen it happen with Sonic. Now it's happening with Robinhood. These trends don't last long. Solana is the Mac Daddy. It will take back over, but Robinhood's having fun for now. I would assume over the coming days we're going to see Solana start to climb the ranks again, and a lot of this green stuff's going to go away. When ANSEM starts pumping, the the general thought is going to be, what's the next black bull? Who's the next one? And I think we found it here. And when the thought, when people start realizing that, again, the thought here is that ANSEM paved the way. It paved the way. It showed us what was possible. So just because Jason has less followers than ANSEM, he still has a lot of followers. But just because he has less doesn't mean that the price couldn't actually do the same thing. He has roughly a little bit more than a quarter of the followers ANSEM has. Maybe the market cap potential here for TBB is, instead of a quarter, maybe it's half. Maybe it's an eighth. Maybe it can go itself to $440. I don't know. Because again, even if there's people not following Jason, they might be aware of the token itself through Dex Screener because everybody's looking for the next ANSEM, whatever that means. I don't believe that TBB will flip ANSEM. Maybe, it's possible. But I believe it can be hot on its heels. I believe that we've got a lot of potential as far as growth goes there. So enough buttering the bread. That went on much longer than I expected it to. I like to be descriptive in that because that's kind of the sales pitch. If you like it, if it sounds good to you, go ahead, make a bet, make a play, roll the dice in the meme coin casino. If you don't like it, whatever, sit on the sidelines. That's that hasn't really worked out for anybody so far. I don't think it'll work out here, but that's okay. As we're growing here, as we're consolidating, you see as we're growing volumes coming in, we're consolidating now. We have interacted. I would think that if we hit a $10 million market cap, we hit this 1 cent price and we reject it down, that would be bad. If we had a double top, that would be bad. We don't have a double top. We're actually flirting. We've once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times interacted with this area. Even if we go down from here, we still have these higher lows overall. I imagine we're going to see higher prices. We're going to see higher prices. Okay. Nobody's selling. Obviously, there's some selling. Otherwise, we just move in a straight line up. But there's a lot of people like me who got in early who aren't selling here. I want to look and see real quick. Yeah, man. A lot of these top 20 wallets, they're the same people. Some of them have sold. Some of them have sold. And lost their rankings. But man, I'm watching. I mean, like let's just look at this. Let's see transactions here. And I've got this set to 1,000. Sure, that's fine. $1,000. This dude sold $1,600 worth a minute ago. Let's see. He's in the profits. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. He's in the profits. Okay, so he bought 10 days ago. No. Yeah, holder since 10 days ago, guys. He bought 10 days ago. What is his transaction like? Oh, this is a selling account. Okay. So for anybody who's curious why it looks like this, how can you only sell if you never bought? Sometimes Dex Screener messes up, right? It does say here, it does say at the bottom of his thing, I can't scroll over it, it goes away. But if you look, it says holder since 10 days, 10 hours ago. There's no signal that he was holding here. But what somebody did is they bought with a different wallet, they sent it to this wallet, and this is their selling wallet. Then they'll send it to another wallet to send out for a mixer so they can't be traced. It's just a way that bots do it. But we can't really trace his transactions there. This guy here, he's a good example. Let's see. So he buys, he sells. It might be a trading bot, it might be an individual who's doing it, whatever. His most recent buys were at 00899, 00812, 00859 here, and he sold right here. Right, his most recent buy was 00899, and he sold at 00866. He'll take losses, and I mean he's in the red because he keeps taking losses, but he's got more ammo in the chamber. There's a lot of people. All I'm trying to say by this, and I feel like I'm doing a horrible example of doing this. If you go through and you look at the transactions you'll see that a lot of the people who sell in moments like this, they're people who are taking losses or taking very small profits. People who've been holding from here or here, and they're taking like less than a 2x in profits overall, when if they just held and they didn't play this little game, they would have been up so much more, right? And again, some of these might be bots trading, so it's not about holding, it's about the minimal risk path and just making consistent money. I get it. But all I'm trying to say by this part is that anybody who has sold here, I would assume is going to buy back up, because that's exactly what's happened every single consolidation phase that we've seen. People have just been, the same people who are selling are the same people who are buying and sending us higher whenever the supply dries up and demand steps in. Anyways, enough of that. That was a mouthful. Let's get into the TA and wrap this video up. Okay, so we're going to hop on the 15-minute time frame here real quick. 15-minute time frame, $0.084 right now. Consolidating, right? Volume's dying off. We are getting to the point where we're probably going to break out, right? We've been consolidating here for a little while. Volume is gone. That's typically a signal that we're ready to break out. Right here, you were consolidating for a little while. Volume died off entirely. It went away. Once it was down here, you chose a side, up or down. Volume stepped in, so you moved higher. Okay. If we choose a side, up or down, and volume steps in, if we're going down, we'll probably come lower. If we're going up, we'll probably go higher, well above $10 million. And if we do go lower, that's the benefit here, is that even if we do go lower, that's an opportunity for people to buy. And there's only more wallets involved now. There's only more people whose eyes are on this thing who are eager to buy at prior areas of resistance and support. I don't think that we're going to drop down. I personally, that's not my expectation. I would say it is if it was my expectation, but it's not. I've been wrong before. I can be wrong again, but my thought here is that we do move up. We're just not seeing the same results. You get overbought, you're breaking out to new highs. You get oversold, and you're getting a higher low. It's the bears are not in control here. MACD is about to cross above the zero. That's bullish on the 1 hour time frame. We look at this here. The RSI is back at the same areas it actually bounced from here, here, throughout its whole life, which has been a very short-lived life for TBB. Every time that we've bounced here, let's just go through and show these results. Bounced here, bounced here, and you bounced here. All right, 4 times. This time here in the lowest part of this consolidation phase, and then we moved up. What did we do? We moved up from a low to a high 400%. What do we do here in this consolidation phase overall? We moved up from a low, and this was below 0.001. Just like how we're below 1 cent right now, this move here, man, we moved up like over 10x from that time in the RSI. This bounce here from this low, we're actually consolidating for a long time. So I'm not going to actually consider that this high is part of that low. Maybe it is, but we consolidated for a long time. I would say more so, maybe this high was from that low. Still a 2x move. 2x from that low, 5x from that low, 11x from that low, and then inevitably we did grow. We saw more than a 3x move, 3.5x move there. Now, from this low that we have right here, is that same low area in the RSI right here, we haven't seen our move. Sure, we moved up 16%. Sure, great. The smallest move we've seen so far was 100%. So that's a 1.5 cent price. The smallest move we saw. And that move, that 1.5 cent price, that 100% growth that we saw, that was in a consolidation phase overall. If we move up here, we're not in a consolidation phase, we're breaking out. And the times that we saw breakouts, the smallest move then was a 5x. The largest move was over a 10x. And here, who's to say that it's larger than a 5x, smaller than a 10x? Maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's less than that. But still, tremendous potential here. And we look at the RSI again. I'm very bullish because of that. The RSI overall getting overbought consistently, staying below the 50 for very small amounts of time, and then coming up. It's a super bullish chart. What I will say is we are in a bit of a downtrend in the RSI. If we can break that downtrend, that would be the first indication that we are going to move up higher. Breaking out of the downtrend will be the first indication, right? We kind of had a downtrend here, and once that started to phase into an uptrend, that's whenever things got a little bit more exciting. So if we can phase out of this downtrend here and not go lower, that would be key. Okay, that'd be very key. If we do go lower, again, it's fine. We can go lower and still maintain a higher high. Remember, down here at 0.033, people were ecstatic once we got to 0.063. There's going to be people who are ecstatic to buy here as well, and we're still going to have higher lows, but I'm not expecting that we go lower. I'm just saying just in case we do, it's a possibility. Volume will tell us if that happens. 4 hour time frame. Looking at this now. Again, from here, I think we're in the midst of a move that will take us higher. We saw this, from a low here to a high, and then we consolidated down, this little bull flag here. If we take this measure move, we put it at the base of the flag, the measure move itself should take us up to about 2.1 cents, a $21 million market cap. That's the measure move of this target. And right now we're kind of forming a bull flag within the bull flag, aren't we? And let's see what that measure move would take us to. If we take this, I would think, from this low here to this high here, that's the measure move. We take that and we put that at the low of this flag so far. We're a little bit higher there. Let's see, get it right. It's a little bit higher. Let's make it lower. I'd rather be conservative than too ecstatic. That would take us to about $18 million in market cap, 1.78 cents. So higher nonetheless. We take this from a high to a low here. Oops, that takes us above the golden ratio. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Having a little bit of, what the heck, technical issues here. It takes us above the golden ratio. It would make more sense to me that even if this is the measure move for this relative bear flag or bull flag, it would make more sense to me that we continue up to this 19.5 to $22 million market cap, 1.95 cents to 2.195 cents, somewhere in there. And then we line that up with our overall high to low here. And that also is reciprocated. This 1886200 level here is the exact same level, more or less, I should say, with this overall fib as well. We got above this golden ratio. It didn't hold us down. We're going to get above this one with this measure move. I think it's inevitable at this point that we do see a $20 million market cap, and that's probably where we're going to go here over the coming days. Hopefully, as that happens, the Robinhood chain stuff chills out. We can climb the ranks naturally on Dex Screener, and when we do that, I will boost the token 100. I'll give it a 100x boost as well, just to try to make the ranks here to the top 100. But I mean, again, guys, just look at it, right? Like there's all these coins that have 100x boosts on them, and there are these Robinhood chain coins that are up here. We go to the top 200. What is it? TBB is not even in here, right? It's not in the top 200. It's not in the top 300. Even though all these coins, man, like 90% of them are scams, and TBB has seen organic growth. It's seen holder count growing, stuff like that. Like it's seen all kinds of solid metrics as far as growth goes. It's still way, way down the list here, guys. Let's see. I think we're getting close. I want to see. But it's because Robinhood coin. I mean, just look at all these hood coins that are up here, man. That's what it is. It's because Dex Screener's reading hood chain as the hot commodity. So anything with that automatically gets, I think, a ratings increase, which is kind of lame, I think. Maybe Hood paid Dex Screener to boost their chain. I don't know if that's a thing, right? Like the boost that you're not privy to see. But let's see here. Probably getting closer now. Let's see. TBB. Man. We're in like the top 800? Unless we climb the ranks more. But still, with all this hood stuff, I don't think we did, but maybe we did. If I can't find it here, I'm just going to stop looking for it. The chairman of Robin. What's up with these weird, like, just weird memes, man? They get weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're further out of the rankings. I'm determined to find it. I said I was going to stop if I couldn't find it there. Maybe we're closer. Maybe we're not even in the top 700. We're in the top 600 or 500. But I checked last night. We were in the top 700 coins. Whatever, man. Whatever. Maybe we are higher in the ranks, but I just don't want to spend the 100x boost for us to be put in like the top 300. That's all I'm trying to say there. So climb the ranks naturally as the price grows. Vote for the coin. Put your vote in. Make your rocket signal, your fire sign, whatever it was, man. Whenever we started doing this, I mean, whenever I first posted about this, I think we only had like 200 rockets, 100 and something fires, or 25 fires, and now we've got a lot more. We had 2 poops, now there's 3. We had 25 red flags, now there's 27 red flags. So a lot more of the good stuff, a lot less of the bad stuff. Good job, everybody, for casting your votes. I don't have anything else to say. Just have to be patient at this point, man. I have to be patient. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to say. Again, overall, this idea here is that we've got a bull flag measure move on the 12-hour, and this would take us, it does take us to about a $150 million market cap. If we were to see this measure move complete itself, that takes us right to It says 136. I don't have it drawn on there properly, but I think it's like $140 million market cap, which would be 14 cents in price. So, again, just the idea there, not just in our heads, but on the charts as well. It's being shown that we can see this $100 million market cap come to fruition. So, that's what I'm holding out for. I think that we're going to see that one day. I think that we will blow past $100 million. And again, the main reason I think this is because people are looking for the next ANSEM token, whatever that is. Whatever that is. A lot of people have tried, but a lot of these coins have failed. The reason why they've failed is because they don't have a solid figurehead behind them, right? They have people who are just cheating their own communities, who are selling on them, or maybe who don't have big enough communities who can hold with conviction themselves. Jason Williams, he is trustworthy. He's a smart guy. He's got his own money, and he's posting about TBB like crazy. And we're making this community grow organically. No paid KOLs, no paid Coles, no paid whatevers for anything. Right? There's no insiders who got in early, who are sniping this in the first hour, and they own like 10% of the supply, and they're going to dump on you. There's none of that. There are insiders who got in early here, but it was organic growth, and it was very small amount of people with small amounts of money who you've just let this thing grow as time goes on. But I'm talking way too much. I'm ready to end the video, so I'll probably do that. We're dropping a little bit here, a little bit of volume. I wouldn't say that this counts as volume picking up. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe we're going to go lower. And even if we go lower, guys, it's okay. I would still expect that we come back up. By the time you see this video, we're probably already going to be back up, man. I mean, again, I don't think that you reject from an area like this. I don't think that that's how you reject from an area. I would think that if you were rejecting, you would have done it already. You would have double topped. You would have done it already. So buy the dip while it lasts. A lot of people get scared. They clench their anuses whenever we're at these low points. I'm very loud at these low points, and I'm like, buy the dip, man. It's an opportunity. If you don't seize the opportunity, someone else will, and then you're going to feel the FOMO when it's up here. We might not even go down here. If you're waiting for lower prices, what are you waiting for, man? It just dropped 10% this last hour. That's a discount. 10% discount. You're going to your favorite restaurant, and they say, hey, everything's 10% off. You're going to eat there the whole damn week, right? Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Happy eating. Bye-bye.